I believe we are live. Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we shall get started. Okay. Everything. Brilliant. Hello and a very good afternoon to you. My name is Uzair and it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 17th of December 2020. It's time for a bit of Google Ads today. Today is Thursday and Thursdays are about question and answers. So anyone who is new here, the format of these sessions is very informal and friendly, and I go at a pace which is comfortable for all of you, whether you are an absolute beginner, intermediate level, or a complete expert. I'll try my best to answer any questions you may have. So usually I would cover a certain topic or a subject, and then towards the end of the session I'm going to try and answer any questions you may have. So there is a comment box around the video. Please put your questions and comments in there, and I shall come to those questions in a bit. So I can see Sandeep, you have got a question in there, so that's fine. I'll come on to that in a bit. But usually throughout the week also people send me questions on YouTube, WhatsApp, and by email, and I try to put them in a little slideshow or a presentation so we can cover those questions. So I'm going to open up my file and we shall get started. So the first question is from Raj, and he's asking about, can we make custom audience? Yes, you can make custom audiences in Google Ads, and they are a very powerful way of targeting your audience. In fact, we covered a topic yesterday, this topic in yesterday's live stream. So if you go back and have a look at it, you will learn about this in great detail. So where were we? Can we make custom audience and other audience? So you're asking two questions. First of all, can we make a custom audience, which you can, and then can you use multiple custom audiences in one campaign? That is a good question actually, and there's two answers to this. Are you referring to overlapping the custom audiences at campaign or ad group level? Then if that's what you're asking, then yes, you can overlap them, but then you're going to restrict the traffic quite a bit. So what I would do is I would test it, keep them as separate ad groups. So audience 1 in one ad group, audience 2 in another ad group, and then perhaps in another ad group you can have 1 plus 1 and 2, and see which one is getting the most impressions, clicks, CTR, conversions, or whichever metrics are most important to you. You can work it out, but until you don't try it, you don't know what's going to happen and how it's going to work out. So I would say, yeah, you can make the audiences and put different audiences in the same campaign. Okay, so this question is from George. Once the extension is completely built and I've set it up at the extension at the full account level, do I need to take any other steps to add it to all my ads? Will it automatically be added to my existing ads, or do I have to refresh or recreate the existing ads? So first of all, you can set up an extension at ad group, campaign, or account level. You built it up at account level. If it's a small account or a campaign, then I would recommend you do it at that account level, because every time you create a new campaign, you don't need to worry about these. They will automatically be connected to the campaign if you set them up at the account level. So you don't need to do anything once it's set up. All you do is just let it run. When you create a new campaign, it is automatically going to be applied to your new campaigns. So that would be the easiest way for anyone to manage it. I would recommend running or setting up campaign site links at campaign level when you have got multiple locations and it's not a small account and you've got lots of different locations and or services perhaps you are offering, which you don't want to show on one campaign from the other. But if it's a fairly straightforward generic campaign, then I would say run it at account level. Okay, hello Mia. I have a brand new website. Okay. So you are referring to this tool, which is the keyword research tool, which you had mentioned. How can I tell how many words the competition has on your article, has on an article I would like to compete with? So there are lots of tools out there. One of the best ones out there is SEMrush or SEMrush. Some people call it one or the other, but I don't think there's a right way to call that. I call it SEMrush. That's one of the best tools out there to research on competitors, keywords, organic SEO, strength and volume of those keywords, and that's how I would go about it, using a tool like that. That's a very powerful tool, in my opinion. Then there is Moz, and there are a couple of other ones as well. If you put in keyword research tool in Google, you will find loads of them. But SEMrush, in my opinion, is one of the best ones, and we use it over here. Okay, MixMe867. How much time eligible learning status take? Okay, it's for smart bidding. Okay, can we take contact? So contacting Google won't help much, because what has happened is you've gone ahead, set up a new campaign, and gone straight into the automated bidding, the smart bidding, be it target ROAS or TCPA, max clicks, maximum conversions, and so on. The way I always recommend is you set up your campaign manually. Get the data in, get some conversions in, and then switch that campaign into whichever smart bidding you want to switch over. And then you will find that it does not go into eligible learning status for a long time. Sometimes it does for a little while, but quite often and most of the time it doesn't go, because the algorithms know what you are looking for. You've got data in the campaign, you've got conversions in the campaign, and once you switch over to, let's say, TCPA, it's going to give you the amount that, okay, you can bid at $50 or $60 and so on. So what I would recommend you do is, you don't know how long it's going to take to come out of this learning status. So what you do is switch it back to manual, let it run, get some conversions in, and then switch it over to whichever smart bidding you want to go after. Okay, hi, Mehboob is Alam. Could you please explain attribution model? Yeah, sure. So attribution model, there are 6 different types: first click, last click, time decay. What's the other ones? Slipping my mind now. There are 2 more. So who gets the credit for the conversion? That is it. Who gets the attribution? right? If the ad with the last click somebody clicks on that ad and converts straight away, that ad will get the attribution. But if you are on first click, let's say, the first ad they click, they come to your website, they don't convert, then they go away after a little while. Remarketing ads follow them around, they click again and then convert. Then on the first click attribution, the first ad will get the attribution. So in my opinion, the first and the last click is not very accurate, because if you did not have the first click, you will never have the last click conversion, and vice versa. So they both play up as a team, just like in a game of football. The striker gets all the attribution for the goal, but if the other player or the playmaker did not pass the ball, the striker would not get the ball and he will not score. So quite often you will see nowadays the guy who passes the ball and creates these chances for the goal is sometimes more expensive than the actual striker. But going back a few years, it used to be all about the striker, as if he's the only player in the team, and the rest of the 10 players, or the poor players, are just turning up for nothing. But the same thing, if a goalkeeper kicks the ball and the ball reaches the striker and he scores, so the first click or the first kick in this instance would be the goalkeeper, and if you're on the first click attribution, then the goalkeeper should get the credit for the goal because he kicked the ball. But that wouldn't be fair to the striker who did all the work and scored the goal. So you need to have the attribution model in such a way set up that it's fair. Not in the sense that, okay, one or the other is not getting attribution, but you can get a great overview as to how your different ads and campaigns are performing. So you don't make the wrong decision by attributing or cutting out the campaign which is not getting the conversions, whereas the path to that conversion started from that first, well, in this instance, click or the kick, whichever way you want to look at it. We use mostly time decay. So the first ad furthest from the conversion gets the least amount, and the one which has the closest to the conversion gets the most amount. So time decay, then the attribution is equated equally across all the ads. So hope that made sense. We have got a lot of content about attribution model in our playlist over here. Okay. Hello, Mirza. I have managed a lot of client accounts. Okay. Kindly tell me one of my clients' Shopify store. So I have add my campaign. So you're asking about setting up your conversion tracking code from Shopify. Well, you need to set up your conversion tracking in first of all anyway, especially for e-commerce, and also enable the dynamic advanced e-commerce in Google Analytics, so you are tracking the dynamic value of each order. Now Shopify is one of the best platforms out there where the conversions come straight into Google Ads, but be careful that you don't and Shopify will also include in the conversion column other non-conversion actions, like somebody visited a product page or they add to basket and things like that. But actually they are not an actual conversion. It's not a purchase, but then they put that in. So what you need to do is to go into your Google Ads account and take all those conversions and set them up as include in conversions. You uncheck that box. so they don't get included in the conversions. And the only conversion you want to track is the purchase, and that's it. So you just set up your conversion tracking in Google Ads, and then set it up in your Shopify store, and then they pretty much link together. It's a very seamless and easy way to set up your conversions in Shopify. Okay, so thank you so much. Every time I get comments like these, my ego starts to go even higher. So yeah, I love receiving comments like this. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, and it makes my day when I read comments like this, that this these videos which we put up do help you and help you to take your business to the next level. So we truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, Raj. Oh, I think I'm copied and pasted this again. I've just answered this. Okay, Shafiq. So a service-based company. Okay, so you got your services as PPC, web design, and video, and you're asking whether they should be in different ad groups or not. Yes, absolutely. I would even take it further and put them in a separate campaign, because if the PPC or the web design is eating up all the budget, then the other two aren't going to get a look in. So what I would do is keep them all separate with their own ad groups, and that's how I would structure that account or the campaigns. For display ads, is keyword much effective to add? You need to be careful, because sometimes Google does go a bit broad with the keywords, and you don't have a lot of control over it. So if you are going after keywords, then what I would recommend you do is to overlay that ad group with a topic or an in-market audience, and then it's going to become a little bit more tighter and narrower, although your traffic is going to go down, but that's not a problem. There's enough traffic on the display network to cater for any budget. Alright, so now's your chance to enter your questions if you already haven't done so. I'm going to start from the top, and I'll start with Sandeep. After designing website, what other things required to create online Google store and merchant center? So I presume you are talking about an online e-commerce website. If that is the case, then you definitely need to have a merchant center and your website, and then obviously the third thing is your Google Ads account, and then you'll be able to start running shopping ads. Bilma Tech Talk. Which gives faster results, YouTube ads or search ads? Oh, both of them are okay. It's a very, not a difficult or a trick question, but it's a very interesting question, which I want to answer to you the right way, because there's intent on the Google network, on the Google page, as well as on the YouTube page. So when somebody goes to Google and puts in how to learn Google Ads, it's a real intent over there, or I want to buy iPhone or whatever. The conversions you will find in Google will be the highest, but you can't scale it, because if there are 10,000 searches per day on Google, you can't go in front of 20,000 or 30,000 people, right? However, having said that, on YouTube, again, you've got intent. People have got a pain point. They want to learn something. They want to be educated, entertained. They want to watch some videos about a particular topic or subject. So again, the intent is there, is greatly intent, but we are interrupting their pattern, right? So I go to Google or YouTube and say, watch a football match or something like that. All of a sudden, an in-stream ad pops up. So it has disrupted my viewing. It's the same way where we watch TV or go to the cinema. Before the movies, the ads are coming up. On TV, obviously, whether we watch a program or a movie, it will be interrupted by ads. So on YouTube, it's going to be the same case, but the beauty with YouTube is it builds up the trust factor. We use YouTube as at the core of our marketing mix. Everything starts from YouTube and with a video. We go live every day and have been doing so for the last 8-9 months now. Since March, we started our live stream when the lockdown started, and we have been uploading videos for the last 2.5 years, regularly and consistently. So YouTube, don't expect instant results. You need to test it. You need to try what is your audience looking for? What message resonates with your audience? Test it, tweak it, keep on doing it. Don't stop. Otherwise, if you stop, you won't get any results. And once YouTube starts working, it is literally unstoppable. You will not believe how many leads and customers you can get from YouTube. Is one of the most powerful tools out there right now. And very few people appreciate this tool, and very few people know how to use it properly. So I would say running display ads, which can go on YouTube as well. Where is that gone, that question? It's on my phone. Running YouTube as well as search is going to accelerate the conversion path and the process. So I would say I would do both. Hi Kyle. How do conversion action sets work? Well, you have a set of conversions and then you can allocate it to a campaign. So if you got a conversion set of, let's say, somebody becomes a blog subscriber or a subscriber to your newsletter or some other couple of other call to actions, you can put them in a conversion set and then link it to your campaign. What to do with the keywords having low ad quality score? 5 out of 10 is average. Yeah. I wouldn't stress too much about it. Keep an eye on it. Sometimes a low quality score just would not increase the quality. I mean, Google does not update it because what happens is it hasn't got enough data and it doesn't realign the quality score. So what I would do is, if it's converting properly and it's running fine, carry on running it, and hopefully it will recalculate the quality score. But then one of the most important thing you need to look at is the landing page experience, and that mostly comes to the page speed of the website or the landing page. Hi Pratik. What are buyer leads and seller leads in real estate campaigns? Well, there will always be buyers and sellers, and these are the leads which you may look for. So if you are, so you will have completely different campaigns. So somebody is looking to buy a property or somebody who's looking to sell a property. So there are two different types of leads for these real estates. Hi Adam. For search ads, keep audiences on observation mode, and for display ads, keep audiences on targeted. Not necessarily, no, because you start off with observation on both of them, right? And then when you start to see conversion data or data which is good from a certain audience, then you can bid adjust on that. On display, if you go to targeted mode, then you are only targeting that audience, so you're going to narrow it down completely, which we do quite often because display is so big, it just eats up the budget very quickly. So I would say on search, you absolutely start off with observation mode, and also obviously shopping campaigns. Sandeep, in retargeting, how should we close sales using Google Ads? I'm not sure what you mean by how do you close sales using Google Ads. Well, Google Ads is a tool to drive traffic to your landing page. It's not a tool to close somebody or to convert somebody, right? Then the ball is in your court. I'm on your website. How would you convert me or close me? If you want me to make a purchase, then you need to have all your shopping cart and the buy now buttons, etc. on your website. If you want to close me over a phone call, then you should have a contact form on your website, which I should fill in and then set up an appointment with you, and then get onto that free consultation with you. If we have a landing page that contains contact form, when someone enters the details, they still remain on the same page when they submit the form. Then how to track those conversions? Well, ideally what happens is there are two ways you can do this. One is the pop-up message comes up like a little JavaScript. Thank you for your submission, or thanks for getting in touch. And then that message disappears. Now, if that person is looking somewhere else on that website or page, and he or she misses that message, they think that form hasn't gone through, and then hit submit again and again. The best way to convert forms is to take them to a thank you page, because then you have an opportunity to show them something else, like a customer testimonial, or ask them to sign up to your newsletter, or watch a video about something. So we always would put in a contact form on a landing page or a website, which takes them to a thank you page, and we never use those pop-up messages as confirmation. Hi Sean, what are your thoughts on discovery campaigns? They work really well. The CPC is really very low, and if you can target properly, and if you can get clicks through to your website, you will find that you can get some really good results. How to track store visits campaign? Okay, just free hub. I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm just trying to read this. How to track store visits campaign. Okay, so okay, store visits. So those can be done, but your account needs to be white labeled, and they are usually for bigger spend accounts, and that can be done. And unfortunately, not for small accounts, where you track people who have seen your ad, or they have clicked on your ad and have then physically visited your store. Yeah. Kyle, hi Kyle. What are the best practices, strategies for scaling campaigns? Yeah, good question. The best practice for me is to get the cost per acquisition or the target ROAS to where you are happy with or you are profitable at, right? Once you get that, so let's say you are trying to acquire a lead for $50, and you are getting that lead around that $50 mark. To scale it, what I would do then is go on to target CPA and let the machine algorithm, the bots, or I call them the Terminator, because you can never beat them once they are running properly. Let them scale it, and then you keep on scaling the budget slowly, and you will find that Google is going to ask you more and more budget, and you carry on scaling it. Nechikit, how to run display ads on apps through display network GTN. Be very careful which apps you run on, because it's going to blow up your budget and eat up your budget within no time, literally. So we never run ads on apps. It's too much traffic over there. Within a matter of minutes, the whole budget is blown away. So that is it. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't clicked on the like button and the bell notification button, then please do so, because every time we go live or upload anything, you will be the first one to be notified. Okay, I've got a few more comments. I'll quickly go through it. Kyle, I'll appreciate a video on that. Okay, Kyle. Yeah, we can put that in on our list. After how many conversions per month we should go for target CPA bidding? Usually, Google will say straight right off the bat, from 0, go up. I tend to, excuse me. I tend to wait about 25, 30 conversions. Then it has got enough data. And then when you go to switch over from manual to TCP, it will give you a number or a figure. Then it knows that what it can get a conversion for you. If it doesn't give you the number, then you need to let it run a bit more. What's your WhatsApp number? It's on our website as well, but I'm going to put it here. 7985387 There you go, my friend, from Orlando, 24-hour dentist. Okay, Dakichat, how do I narrow it down? Oh, are you referring to your apps campaign? Honestly, it's a beast. These app ads, if you try to run apps or ads on apps, it really is, you're trying to fight a battle which I don't think you'll win. It's just going to keep on blowing up. Targeted placements, yes, you can then dig out 400-500 apps and then target them. Brilliant. Okay, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your questions and comments, and thank you so much for being with me and spending your precious time. I'll be back again tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be my lovely wife, and she's going to talk about how to work with your spouse or your partner. So she'll be telling and talking about lots of lovely things about me, how brilliant I am to work with. Well, we've been working for over 20 years now, so I must be doing something right. But I'll be back on Monday. So till then, stay safe and look after yourself and your loved ones. And I shall look forward to seeing you on Monday. Till then, have a great weekend and bye for now.